Okay, is this better? Oh, fuck. Here, let me mess with the gain. Oh my god. Do I still have no audio? Okay, well, that appeared to make some sort of noise. Oh, okay, the audio is fine? Cool. So, yeah, I borrowed some equipment from Best Buy because I have a 14-day return policy. So, um, I'm good on the ASMR idea. That sounds interesting, but, um, uh, well, I mean, like, they have a 14-day return policy, so I figured I was gonna buy it for the Luke Smith podcast thing, and, this microphone isn't actually that good. It's like a Blue Yeti thing. It costs way too much for its actual performance. But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I bought the equipment, and I was planning on returning it because, well, I don't really do live streams that often, but yeah, I guess I'll answer any questions if you guys have questions, and I'll probably end this if I get a response from Luke Smith or just um I don't know. A 14-inch return policy. So how does that work? If you're out of the range of it, do you return it to its original owner, or yeah, I would say the X60 is better than the X41. I mean, you can put like Weber boot on the X60, and it has a Core 2 Duo up to like a T7200, and it's a little bit thinner, I think. Actually, I am wearing women's skinny jeans, not socks. Well, I mean, I am wearing socks too, but well, it depends for your use case. I actually use a X200 mainly, and that's because it has 1440 by 900. But the T420 can actually take a quad core CPU, and you can actually, with Core Boot, upgrade it to Ivy Bridge. So if you can deal with the lower battery life at extra size, T420 actually is a better option. I don't think there's an IPS display you can put on it easily. There is a panel from some Alienware laptop that's TN that's 1600 by 900 you can swap in, but I prefer the X220 over it. Oh yeah, I got meme drink. I was gonna make a joke because this is like the opposite of the 0 calorie white monster. But well, yeah, they also have like full HD mods for the T420, so the Alienware screen isn't really the best option. But I've actually I mean, I might have a T530 somewhere, but I haven't really messed that much with the T420. I'm mainly a fan of the X series ThinkPads, but I've always been tempted to get like a like W530 or something, but wait, well, I'm not dead. I did sleep in. I don't have the money for a W700, nor does it support Core Boot, nor do I want to carry around a W701 or WS701DS, even though the dual screen option would be really cool. Um, Well, um, I bought this mainly because it's kind of obnoxious and it was the only one at the gas station, but, th versus, like, the normal kickstart, I actually don't like the, other stuff in energy drinks, like the taurine and weird other crap. This one just has caffeine, so I did not flash. Um, who is, Britain Eventi? I'll look him up. Brittany Venti. I don't really think I look like that. I definitely do not have the same chair. Merchandise. I thought about selling the Stallman posters briefly, but and I don't think I'd make any actual merchandise. I only have like 2.6K subscribers, so out of that, I might get like 1 out of 100 people might want to buy something. And if you consider the profit margins for the posters, maybe I can make like $5 per poster. So that's only like $100. I might pay for this microphone, but I'm probably gonna return it mainly because it doesn't sound good when it's on its desk stand, and it also looks way too phallic. So, um, hmm, yeah, it is a big mic, I guess. Sounds like you're saying like Big Mac, like in a Macintosh. Oh yeah, I guess thanks for your shilling, I guess. I don't know, memes. I don't know. Oh, it's ThinkPad Desu. He is the same person that's like shilled Dan Walk into having like I guess anti-Semitic comments come up. So I'm glad he didn't do that to me. So I don't think I'd want to sell my dirty socks on eBay. Um, so hmm. And I don't really have a topic idea for this live stream. I was just gonna figure I'd go with it and answer whatever question come up. Oh yeah, if you Google Dan Walk, you'll. Oh, my school's going okay. Um, I mean, mother kind of had like some breast cancer scare, and I ended up dropping a few classes this semester, but I'll just graduate later. It's fine. My GPA went up, like a 3.5 something now. It's out of a 4.0 max, so that's decent, I think. Um, oh my god. You mean by MS like Microsoft and their Linux kernel? I mean, I imagine they have like some variant. Um, I still use i3. I've tried Window Maker before, but I do prefer tiling Windows managers. So I'm kind of just stuck with i3. Um, um, it's a grade point average. So Typically, it's out of a 4.0 scale, and if you get an A, you get like a 4.0. You get a B, you get a 3.0, and then you take a bunch of classes, and then over the years, they average them out. ThinkPad mod tutorials. I mean, I've done a few on like LibreBoot and stuff. Um, I've been meaning to do the T500 quad core mod, but I've just been kind of busy. Well, I haven't been busy actually. I've just been kind of out of it, I guess. Um, ow. I have been working on this. This is MMX Chan, but upgraded to 2 SCSI drives, and I got everything to fit together. It's using like a cutting board here. It's kind of neat. Um. Oh, hi. Also from Texas, College Station, Texas. In fact. Um. Oh my God. So Windows 10 is even gonna have more of a default install size. I mean, you can't even use Windows 10 on like a 32 gigabyte SSD. It's kind of ridiculous. I don't really use Windows 10, but I do put it on systems before I sell it. Yeah, I used to host a website like on a Pentium MMX, and this is the Pentium MMX system, but it's getting upgraded with two 10,000 RPM, 300 gigabyte SCSI drives. And if you look at the lower corner, there's an SSD. So, yeah, I had to do some case mods to get that to work, though, and sacrifice a disk drive and potentially a floppy drive, but I might be able to put that back in. I would, well, I guess you can still use Windows XP today, but it's not really as I guess updated. And if you can get over the fact that some software that you're used to won't run as well on Linux, it would be a good idea to switch because at least you're getting like security patches and things. I actually haven't tried out DWM, but from what it sounds like, DWM has a very slightly lower overhead, but you have to compile it every time you want to do a change. I might be wrong about that. Um, I think it's like 1 versus 5 megabytes so of RAM usage, so it's not something I particularly am concerned about. Did you ever get Windows 7 to boot with CBIOS? Uh, Actually, I did. So Windows 10 works out of the box. I don't know what caused Windows 7 to randomly work one time, but I was messing around with like sometimes I have like some installations on random hard drives, and I was messing with the CBIOS X220 and actually did boot up with Windows 7. So I don't know what was different with that version, but patch what? I mean, there's a lot of things I need to fix. Like my install script could use a little bit of work. Should update it. I have never used GUIX SD. I'm probably mispronouncing that. Um. Oh God, removing multi-monitor support. I mean, I like multiple monitors. That'd be terrible. I don't use DWM, so I guess I don't. Uh, I messed with Core Boot quite a bit. Mainly on my X220. I've done it with like a grub payload and like a CBIOS payload. I haven't combined the two before, and always with like ME cleaner and stuff. Thanks. This is kind of out of the blue because I have all the equipment and just decided to go for it. Um, Oh yeah, do you guys wanna see something funny? I mean, it's completely unrelated to the topic of my channel, but, uh, I bought this. Chris Chan was on a publishing house for a little bit, and you can get his, well, you for a little bit, I don't know, maybe you can again, but you could get the, like, Sonny Chu, comics in, like, an actual book. It's kinda funny. You get, great quotes like, here, let me find one. This is a good one. Oh, it's mirrored, but it says, "Never mess with a truly frustrated virgin when he is on a quest for a girlfriend to share true love and trust with." And yeah, "I have cursed you with bad luck and extreme misfortune," is another Chris Chan quote here. Uh, yeah, it was $7. I bought it a long time ago. He, was complaining that he got kicked out of the publishing house, so I decided it would, be a good idea to buy it. Maybe it's gone up in value if he's still kicked out of the publishing house. It's Shani2001. Um, I'm confused. Does it have an Obama painting? What? I don't. Does it have an Obama painting the White House? It's not quite a full sentence. Sorry, man. Um, uh, you made a call. Oh, that's kind of neat. I didn't know about heads. I guess I'll look into that at some point. Typically, I just put core boot with like ME cleaner, but it'd be nice if something had like the patched versions of like the like the microcode for like the Spectre patches and stuff. Uh, I just wish I could get like an X220 with a full. Well, I actually do own the display mod for like a full HD X220. I own the. I got it in some trade, and I still haven't set them an X60. I've been meaning to. That's why I haven't made another X60 video. But I have the version for that was made by I think 51NB, and they don't have a working Linux patch. And I actually did get one of the Nitrocaster HD mods, but I haven't installed it on anything yet. I'm a little bit afraid to. Well, I was actually supposed to do a live stream with Luke, but then I overslept. And yeah. So, I mean, we were supposed to like work out like technical difficulties, but IMEIs versus headphones hot. I don't know what an IEMI or sorry, IEMS is. Oh, someone says Anonymous Ozone says, "Notice me, senpai." Well, you got noticed. What was rude? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to oversleep. I feel kind of bad about that. Um, yeah, I ended up getting in a discussion while messing around with testing my microphone, and I ended up staying up too long, and I slept through my alarms. Um, my gender is not an attack helicopter. I I identify as a GPL3 licensed. Oh, I don't know. Anyways, no, but typically most people in my life call me a guy. But yeah. Hmm. I didn't read the description, so I ended. Oh, Yeah, that's fine. Um, you should find some cheap servers for setting up a Gen 2 disk CC cluster. I mean, I've been wanting. I mean, disk CC sounds really cool, but I mean, Debian's just been working fine for me, and but it would be nice to have a disk CC cluster. Maybe not Gen 2, but um, my house is already kind of a computer hoarder type area, so I don't think getting some more parts for a disk CC cluster is the best idea. I was working on a Weber booted server, but the server board I got sent it was DOA, so dead on arrival. Yeah, I'm still planning on going to graduate school eventually. I'm probably gonna take a semester off. So I kind of want to maybe move out of Texas at some point, or maybe stay in Texas because the tuition rate's not really sure. Oh, wires. Um, it's not a it's not a G34 board. It uses I think I like have the Opteron 8200s or 8300s in it. So look, I have piles. I, apparently, one person made like the majority of the memes for me, and I said I'd give him. I said I'd give the person that was doing that a ThinkPad. So here, like, I literally have piles right next to me. Okay, here's like a T400 that's missing some parts. Here's a, I don't know what this one is. Oh, this one's a T61. This one's my first ThinkPad, which was an Edge series, which actually still works, but has fallen apart. Like the casing fell apart. That's why I don't like the Edge series at all. I didn't buy that one myself. I got it in high school. There's a X61. Oh, I'm actually using a CRT right now. I'm using a GDM 4000 something. It's like a Sun CRT monitor. And it actually works pretty well. Um, the problem is my well, NVIDIA, because I'm on my workstation, throws a fit when it's getting plugged through a DisplayPort adapter to a CRT. So this, even with like NVIDIA's Xconfig thing, my GT 1050 Ti didn't work, and I'm using a Quadro 400, which works, but it only does 1024 by 768 on a monitor that supports 2048 by 1536. 11E? Hmm. Is that like one of the do you mean like an X, like is it like the X131E or oh man, I need to downsize my collection. Uh I mean, I keep a bunch of computers. Like I have like 50 or 60 probably at this point. I don't even know. Um, well, the reason I'm using a CRT right now, well, I mean, it's kind of nice to have a CRT monitor, and I have a few of them, but this one I got just because I put it up with the setup. This is 2048 by 1536, but it doesn't work with the NVIDIA card. And I mean, I would have switched it out, but like, I'm physically incapable of lifting this, so um, it's just staying on my desk. You want to take a look at it, see if this causes any weird problems. Oh, my PC just died on me. I'm on my phone. Oh, that kind of sucks. Um, get some pretty cheap computers online on eBay, I guess, or if you have a recycling center near you. Have you resoldered X series CPU? No, I'm not like and I wish I had the same skills as like Louis Rossman for that type of stuff, but um I don't. Maybe one day. So I would prefer like, a quad core X60 would be amazing, even though it'd be a heat nightmare. Oh wait, that wouldn't work because of chipset constraints. I guess you could do an X200 maybe. Uh, cool. I use an X200S, so I had to deal with the same WSON 8 chip soldering Isaac. Hey, thanks. I'm glad my videos helped out someone. So I guess thank you, Robert Rosario. Oh yeah. Mm. Ah, I don't know. Let's see what else is. Purple drink. I don't know. I think that codeine promethazine combination's kind of a little bit dumb. Mm, yeah, they do, but you don't really have WSON 8 clips because it's like surface mount. Here, let me move some of these back to the laptop pile, or at least not on my lap. Yeah, good quality swig clip, like one of the Pomonas, is actually a decent investment. Um, I've had eBay sellers ship me ones that have like bent pins though. So I mean, even though I hate Amazon.com, it's typically a little bit better about that sort of thing. Pogo pins? Oh, my anti-anxiety cocktail. I don't know when the well, I don't know if it's still happening. So like I was supposed to get up at 10 to like test the live stream setup. I actually built this setup for that live stream, and well, I overslept. So I'm sorry, Luke. Uh, if Luke emails me back, I'll hop on his live stream, I guess. A little like multimeter spring loaded pins used in bed of nails for testing PCBs. Oh yeah, that might work. I mean, but the question is, do you really want to spend the time designing some sort of weird you're pretty much designing your own sway clip at that point. So and you can buy a sway clip for $8 or $10. So if it takes you more than an hour to do that, then your time's like worth less than minimum wage, I guess. So oh yeah, I did fix his X220. I don't know. It might happen tomorrow. I mean, the live stream thing. So we originally wanted to do it on Saturday or Sunday. I just, um, well, I thought I wouldn't sweep through my alarms, but I did. So I have a humor drink, Game Fuel, Mountain Dew. It's. I mean, the only neat thing about it has this interesting resealable top, but it tastes all right. I like the normal Amp Energy ones, but that gas station didn't have any, so I have the meme tier Game Fuel. I don't even really play video games. Like, yeah, the last video game I think I played was GTA 5 on a computer as in a Craigslist, just because like, I needed to test if it like, the GPU and stuff would overheat. So and that was, like, many months ago, so I guess I don't really play video games. Um, I mean, do I have to? Do I have to dab? I don't wanna dab. I mean, I guess you can get your print screen ready. Okay, I won't dab. Um, play, no, actually, I don't play Dwarf Fortress. One of my friends, in Austin plays quite a bit of Dwarf Fortress, but, um, it's like some custom island map thing. I don't know, I just never really got into it. I'm not gonna dab. I mean, maybe if there was, like I had enough viewers where people could give me money and stuff, I would dab, but I'm not gonna, like, auto-generate this sort of dab meme thing. Um, well, like, actual water? Well, actually, I drank some water before I went on this, live stream. It's from the tap, but it was water. I don't know what Xbill is. I do have an old Steam account I don't use anymore. Well, damn it. I guess that dab gesture counts as a dab. Um, I honestly don't really like the only video games I would say like I truly enjoyed um were like that I have like thousands of hours in after I was a kid. Like I'm not talking about like when I was like, like in elementary school and was sitting there on a Nintendo DS or something. Um But, like, I guess Gary's mod and, Minecraft, I literally in Gary's mod, though, I wouldn't, like, actually play the game with people, I would just kind of mess with wire mod and, like, program things, I guess. Well, I actually made a few things in Lua, but it's a really long time ago. Yeah, I did start off with a normie OS like Ubuntu. My dad installed it like in 4th grade. So or 5th, I guess I skipped 5th grade, kinda. It's out of the country. Um, I've only used, well, no, I have not only used Arc and Debian. I used Ubuntu used to be decent, like how many years ago was I, like, in 4th grade? I mean, I'm a senior in college now, but I skipped a year of high school. Um, what is Stardew Valley? Is that a drink or like a no, I don't have any bobs. Uh well, I don't know when this I mean like it was supposed to happen like actually like now, but I overslept and you didn't respond to my email. I can check again really quick. Uh um Yeah, I don't really like Ubuntu nowadays. They have to make everything like a new distro instead of just explaining what a DE is to people, and it's owned by Canonical, so you don't even really have. I mean, like, okay, please respond to what? Sorry if I messed up on something. Jimmy, uh, is it Caesar? Jimmy, sorry. Um, you too, Luke. I'm confused. Oh, you want Luke to okay, it's a joke, sorry. Um, I'm kinda bad at some of that stuff sometimes. Yeah, I kinda want him to respond. Like, I really wanted to go on his, like, podcast/live stream thing. Like, I even set up, like, a website full of, like, he wanted to talk about memes, so I got, like, my, like, 3 or 4-year-old archive of, like, memes saved from 4chan and organized it. So, like, the G-related ones that wouldn't get you kicked off YouTube. You can't have any ones where uh the ones I'm talking about where it's like but, those types of memes I got rid of. But, yeah, I don't know. Um, Spam Luke? Like, you just want me to email him repeatedly? Yeah, I created MMX Chan. I've done it twice, once with TinyIB and once with the Lane Chan code. Lane Chan code is a lot better and it's easier to set up. Eh, um, um, what else about yeah, I mean, they both run on like a 200 megahertz Pentium, so yeah, I guess let's all love Lane. I think I have a Lane background on this computer. Windows. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, I had to get rid of like the merchant memes because they're probably considered anti-Semitic. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I like the one though where it's like NVIDIA and it's when they released. I forgot what card it was that they released. That was like 4 gigabytes, but only had like 3.5 gigabytes of RAM. My thoughts on Mac OS. Well, it's designed to be like very hardware specific, and you could do Hackintoshes and things like that, but that kind of limits its usage. And it's also isn't it like FreeBSD based or something? I don't know what the format is though. Oh, the band. I didn't check it out. I'm sorry. Hmm. BSD. I mean, NetBSD is kind of cool, and OpenBSD is kind of cool. Did you ever post on I have posted on a desktop thread. Um, I don't know. I've been on G less recently, but I used to post on desktop threads for a while, and I had this like 7 monitor setup. I used to post on them. Yeah, I guess it is. But I don't. I mean, isn't it? I guess I used Mac OS one time on a friend's computer, and it's very confusing layout wise. And this is coming from someone that uses i3WM. So TPG. Oh, yeah. I go on TPG every once in a while, but the thing is, like, I'm mostly talking about the same computers and same advice for most people. So I've kind of lost a little bit of interest. I mean, like, there's only I I wish I had like more of the older ThinkPads, but I'm 21. Oh yeah, I've seen that video. He Luke Smith says it's like smart people proof, right? Uh, well, I mean, I can't go to a Discord, right? I'm on a live stream. um, Also, I'm not a huge fan of Reddit, honestly. So, nothing against it if you still use it, but they really went downhill. I mean, they had like a CEO change a long time ago, and ever since then they started censoring stuff, and also, I mean, the entire algorithm for Reddit's a little bit self-censoring. Um, I'm sorry you don't know how to speak English. Um, I wish I knew how to speak more languages. The only one I'm fluent at is English. I'm not even the best English speaker. Okay, pro tip. Read the messages on the name before answering. Karen D. Kopecky. Sorry. I'll start doing that. I apologize. Isaac, do you use the X200T often? I don't own an X200T. What Windows manager do you use on it? Oh, I guess that's not to to address to me. Probably shouldn't have read that comment. Have you yeed your last haw? Uh, I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Yeah, I mean, I need to learn Korean because of family. So, I mean, the sad thing is my Spanish is better than my Korean, and my Spanish is terrible. It's like Peggy Hill tier Spanish. Um, well, I mean, a lobotomy is like a procedure where they like stick something up your nose, right? And like chop off some connections in your brain. Um, well, I have a customized motorcycle. I do drive a car though, but my car isn't really customized. It's more of just beat up because, not to say the Asian driver meme's true, but I am Korean and I am a bad driver, or at least half Korean. So, but I can drive a motorcycle really well. Like I can do like the side saddle thing. I can even almost stand up on it while it's driving. But oh, I don't have $30,000, but okay, for the person for Rebel Red that mentioned the old Russian cargo plane life plan, there's a plane called the Anatov AN2, and the Anatov AN2 is really cool. Like you can buy them for like $30,000 to $60,000 in the U.S. because they're not licensed for anything and consume a whole bunch of gas. I did crash my motorcycle before. That's why like one of my shoulders is like fucked. But yeah, no, okay, about the Anatov AN2 though. There's no listed stall speed, so you can like fly it like it's actually North Korea's military uh plane, but that's because it used to be like a Soviet crop dusting plane and their military sucks. So, how to learn C Okay, Samir Ahmed asks how to learn C++ and what is the best way to be strong in programming. Well, there's a lot better programmers out there than me, so I'm probably not the best person to ask for advice, but I guess the best way to program or learn to program is just to program. Um, and C++, well, first off, learning like the syntax for it is pretty useful. It's like they use C syntax, I guess, for a lot of things. Um, I don't really know about the best way to learn it. I mean, I'd suggest that Dennis Ritchie book if you were learning C, but oh, what bike do you? I guess I'll move on. Um, but I would say the best thing to learn C++ is to, maybe write some data structures or something, or maybe do something fun first, write a video game. Oh, Matthew Smith asks, what bike do I have? Well, I have a DR650. It's a big single cylinder dual sport, and it accelerates pretty fast. I have the carburetor intake gutted, so it's a little bit faster than stock just because they run them lean to pass the EPA inspections. Um, Okay, well, I'm glad you use, Boot on your X60, Ricardo. Uh, Traps aren't gay. It's been proved several times. That's okay. Start. I would not suggest cross-dressing as a way to learn programming. Um, uh, I'm studying. Oh, Saeed Ahmed, I am studying MIS or Management Information Systems in college, which is the worst major ever. Do not do that. It is a waste of time. And but I'm doing a cybersecurity minor, so that's kind of interesting, I guess. But MIS is this horrible bastardization of like IT work plus business, which is essentially just getting like a 2 years associate and some business s- like school and then adding like a bunch of database knowledge to it. It is literally a waste of time. Completely wasted my undergrad. Could have done like comp sci or something. Um, okay. I have taken comp sci courses, but it's not my major. Okay. I want to core boot. Oh, Rebel Red says I want to core boot my T420 to put an Ivy bridge in it, but I fear my Sierra MC7710 4G card won't be compatible. Oh, I bet it'll work. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure that stuff's handled by the operating system. So your Sierra MC7710 4G card will probably work if it works on Linux. Uh, High socks to learn Python. I would suggest not using Python, but I mean Python's good for some sort of projects, but pen tester vids when I don't know, maybe one day. Uh oh, that's a real man's way. Or sorry, Memetic Edit says that's a real man's language. Oh, PHP. Oh God. Ugh, I don't. I mean, it'd be useful to know PHP, but I'm not really a fan of it. Can Matthew Smith asks, "Can you dump your proprietary kernel modules all over my address space?" I'm pretty sure that was some sort of innuendo. Mario Ivan, which college? What's your long-term goals and combining FSF ethics? I don't know what my long-term goals are. My current plan is to get a graduate degree in something I'm more interested in. And oh, I'm sorry. Oh wait, never mind actually. But I don't know about the how I would combine that with FSF ethics rather than finding a graduate school that isn't like Windows based because the business school here uses like C sharp and ASP.NET for everything. So, uh, thigh high. Oh, Cian Shaw says thigh high socks are overrated. Never understood the G fetish. Well, I mean they're actually quite comfortable. I own two pairs. One time I got my car stolen and had to forcibly remove crackheads that were smoking formaldehyde in thigh high socks. I think it added to the craziness factor of it. Luckily, they were so out of it that they forgot their knife was on the front seat, so I simply picked that up. Um, Core booted T430, nice. Jonas Halsey. Um, what do you learn on cybersecurity? Um, some sort of alarms going off. Uh, Memetic Edit says at trip code. can you please do a video on bat scripting in Windows 10? Well, the answer to that is actually just no. I'm sorry, I don't use Windows 10, and I don't know how to. I'm not good at .bat. Uh, yeah, imagine teaching dot or ASP.NET in 2019. Uh, I can't get into that. It's not YouTube appropriate. But have you ever played Skyrim? Oh, actually, maybe I should. Yeah, I'm just gonna not talk about that. um, I do not know what happened to Ask Jeeves Rebel Red. Um, Mario Ivan, is there a FSF compliant 2-in-1 laptop slash pad recommendation? Well, if you want like a tablet sort of thing, there's the X200T, which can be Libre booted. Um, X200's good option. T400, T500. If you want to go to something with more battery life, Asus C201, but the keyboard isn't so good on that. What? Oh, I use a Corel D Kopecki. I use a Pomona flash clip. The Chinese ones are not the best. Like, I've gotten them to work, but it is not worth the extra time because you'll end up putting on the clip like 5 to 10 times instead of once or twice. Is Golang a meme? That's Google's language, right? I've never used it. I couldn't tell you if it's a meme or not. But I imagine like I mean Java is like the current like enterprise language that everyone uses, right? And it's horrible, so you know, it's not really hard to get worse than that. Um uh, Medic edits ask, can the X230T can be core booted? It probably can. I imagine it's able to. Probably has a WSON 8 chip though. Do you have a smartphone? Um, well, I've had a lot of smartphones, but I end up breaking them or losing them. So I used to have a Note 3 with Lineage OS, but I dropped it and it broke. So yeah, I just stopped caring, and for a while I just used a flip phone, but I kind of got sick of not having a GPS and didn't want to buy a GPS, and there was like some weird $40 upgrade phone thing. I think this is what I use now. There's nothing special about it. I might end up rooting it at some point just because it's getting laggy, use all the Samsung bloatware. Oh no, I can't get into Matthew Smith's Enterprise Abstract Bean Factory. Oh no. God damn it. Well, what is there a UML document as the passcode into the Bean Factory? Oh, thanks. It's Nathan Jones for subscribing. The Galaxy S8 Active is the final red pill. Well, okay. I mean, the active models are harder to break, I'll give you that, but um, I don't really care too much about smartphones as long as they work, you know? Well, I told you I used to root my phones and stuff, but I break them often enough and lose them often enough that it isn't worth it for me. I don't know, maybe I should buy like a Nokia N900 or something. Oh, I guess Baba Basa literally thought what I was thinking. But finally, oh, Carol D. Kopecki says, I finally got the X220 modem working like yesterday, so now I can ditch my phone. It was a system D thing. Yeah, also got, well, I got the X220 modem kind working, but I did it in a different way. I used the Gobi 2000 or 3000. I don't remember. It's the one they had in the X200, and I used them. I didn't use core boot on it at the time. It was just a really long time ago. I just used the modified stock BIOS with the whitelist removed. And I think the Gobi 2000 works fine out of the box, but it's a little bit slow. What are my favorite computing? Oh, Mario Ivan asked, what are my favorite computing brands slash artists beside the Ramones? I like the Dead Kennedys, except for their last two albums. Or actually, there were some okay songs on Frankenchrist, but their last album, Bedtime for Democracy, was awful. Black Flag's pretty good. Big Black's an okay band. It's kind of industrial-ish. I'm not even responding to the Arby's parking lot comment. I'm sorry. Favorite anime? How do you say like Hanabe Renmei? That was a good anime. Not quite sure it's my favorite. Um, oh, thanks for the music taste. I like a lot of the old punk bands. Uh, the Germs are pretty good too, but you know, uh, Darby crashing it is an actual phrase where the singer is so fucked up on stage that they forget the lyrics to their own songs and just start slurring it. Um, oh, Jimmy Caesar had an N900. Are they still usable today? That's what I've been wondering. Um, oh god, I'm like the worst violinist in history. But yeah, I can play the violin. And I can use like Milky Tracker. Here, I can also do this hand whistle thing. Or like I can do something more impressive, like okay, I'm done with that shit. Okay, what are the comments? Oh, the Ramones. I mean, they're good for like a few albums. I think they took too many drugs though. Red says I'm putting some UFL to SMA cables where the always on USB board is on my T420, so I get some external antennas. Oh man, I've been wanting to put Wi-Fi or WAN antennas in my X200S for a while, but yeah, I mean Lineage OS is pretty nice. I mean, if you have to use a smartphone, Scene Cha, uh, Mario Ivan. Oh, okay, I'm already okay. Sorry about that. I already responded to that comment. You may be the worst violinist in history, but you cute as fuck. Well, thanks. I have my violin here. It's missing a string. I actually own two violins, but this is the one that I have here, not at my parents' house in storage. Is that proprietary music? Oh, I don't think so. I mean, here, I mean, unless YouTube has some weird license, I'm gonna spare you the bow, but I'll do like some staccato or whatever. Like fuck. And then I forget the song. Like I can do like how do I earn my money? Not neat bucks. I go to college, and I guess my mom still kind of pays my rent and stuff, so that's kind of nice. That's probably gonna end though after this year, so I'm gonna have to get an actual job. Oh, thanks. I try to respond to every comment. Oh, yeah, yeah, the violin for a mic stand would be a good idea. Uh, yeah, I can't really. Oh, fuck. I don't remember anything. I don't remember how any of the songs go. Never get an actual job unless it's something you enjoy. As Mario Ivan start a band. I mean, kind of always had wanted to be like a punk singer. I think it'd be really fun. I do enjoy a little bit of drinks. By that, I mean, well, quite a bit of drinks, and I imagine it'd be fun on stage, but um, yeah, I'm trying to avoid that recently. Um, God, I did play the FSF song. I have a video of the FSF. Fine, I'll play the damn FSF song. Let me just. I have to look up the sheet music for it. Okay, sorry about the pause. I'm looking up the FSF song, so some of your comments might get. I guess scroll past the screen. Oh, weird. Oh, fuck, my violin's out of tune. Wait, no, just. I told you I was the worst violinist of all time. I'm a terrible violinist. I'm not even. I'm gonna give up on the violin. Oh my god. Enjoy your. Oh, R. Scott says, enjoy your ThinkPad videos. What's your opinion on requirements for a desktop? Well, it depends how much you care about freedom. Because you can make a Core 2 Quad LibreBoot desktop if you want. There's also a lot of AM3 chips that have a Core boot um, available for them. I mean, if you're just building a desktop, like for the sake of wanting some tool to use and not really care about like freedom, like you could just buy like some old workstation and put a decent graphics card in it. But you know, I said earlier in this stream, I do have a decent graphics card, but I'm not using it because NVIDIA drivers kind of are terrible. So I had to swap it. Have you ever met Stallman himself? No, I've been thinking about emailing him. I wish I could meet him. Mario Ivan says, "Don't judge yourself on outmoded values. I like how you break convention." Well, thanks. Uh, do I have a website? I mean, I've had websites. I kind of have a website, but it was mainly just to host like I guess memes for that podcast with Luke, which you know, never ended up panning out. Mimetic Edit says I can play the skin flute. Oh, I'm glad you can. Email him? I did email him. I'm like waiting on a response. Here, I'll refresh it. Sometimes his like emails land in spam, which is the main reason I've kept like the Google email account. Yeah, no, it's not in spam. He hasn't responded. Someone said I look like Napoleon. I sit like this, like in that defeated picture. Oh. I had to switch to i3 to get over the NVIDIA drivers. What DE was, I don't know, NVIDIA. I wish like Intel just made like a made a graphics card that was just their like laptop integrated card, and you could just buy and put in desktop, so I wouldn't have to deal with NVIDIA. Like I swear my like Matrox card from the 90s had less issues with Debian than the current Quadro 400 in there running the proprietary drivers, which because it didn't work out of the box. You met Stallman, Jimmy Caesar, or Cassar? Or, I don't know. Kind of neat. I'm looking for Mario Ivan is looking for an X230. Lenovo sells them refurbished, but it would be nice if I can find a Libre booted one. Well, I mean, Libre boot doesn't work on it, but you can run Core boot on it. You could probably install it oh well, it's WSON 8, so you'd have to solder it. It's probably WSON 8, I think. I'd have to look it up. Matrox was based and red pilled. Well, maybe. I don't know. Actually, I think Matrox is still around. Well, I don't know if emojis are proprietary. I wouldn't. I don't use emojis really. Or the modern desktop AMD cards fine with Linux? I know they're better than the Nvidia ones, but not sure if they're perfect, but oh, yeah, I said I was thinking of emailing him. I'm not quite sure what I'd email him though, rather than like, "Hi Stallman, are you still using an X60 or did you get an X200? Because I will send you an X200." So I guess because I've seen that video where his laptop's overheating and he's doing like some interview, or at least I'll repaste his X60. Um, oh, I well, I bought Jeremiah Nonan. I bought. Oh God, it's raining. I bought equipment. I'm planning to return for a live stream to do it with Luke Smith, but then like Luke, well, I slept in at 10, and then Luke hasn't emailed me back, so I decided to just make a live stream. Uh, Thanks. I'll probably no. Is it Caesar or Cassar? I don't know. I'm not good with words. I think it's Caesar. Oh, I do need a good stand. I don't like this microphone. I'm planning on returning it because this is the stand it came with. um, our I don't think T400 docks are proprietary. I mean, I think it's just more of a port extender thing. Well, Mario Ivan, they do call him Saint Ganusius. RMS trip code repaste collab. I don't think RMS would ever get on this platform. Um, Thoughts on emoji? Oh God, I watched that on a plane. It was stupid. It was so awful. Um, uh, am I a trap? Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't like trap any like D&D, Dungeons and Dragon campaign sort of things. Like people don't like walk into me and lose all their gold or something. Noonan. Jeremy Noonan. Uh, Sorry about the rain. I can't really control nature. Um, T420 with Linux 420 or 4.2 master race. I wonder what I'm running. It's probably like 4.9.09 or something. Where do I get? Oh, Anonymous Ozone asks, where do you get ThinkPads for cheap? eBay delivery prices are too high. Well, I made a video on this. You pretty much just have to go to recycling centers, Goodwill Computer Center, if there's one available, things like that. Because anywhere where they're selling them as scrap, you can look for pretty much old fleet laptops and get a bunch of them really cheap, like $5 a laptop. No, I'm not gonna say the N word. Sorry, Nick Swad. Um, nice $25 Korean glasses, says Daggy Any Warlord. Well, thanks. Someone actually watched my video where I fix scroll saw. Oh man, someone says I have terrible hygiene. I think my hygiene's not terrible. I mean, I take a shower like almost every day, so I mean, I haven't gotten a haircut in 2 years, but I don't think that really matters. Um, where am I from? Says Colin Turney. Well, I'm from Austin, Texas. I was born there at, I think, don't know what hospital, and yeah, and then I lived in Round Rock. Oh, I actually posted that. I wanted to see the reaction if I was like lol cow worthy. I posted on Kiwi Farms. I don't think I got any responses. I can check again. Oh, I use the boxes to hold computers. Thoughts on well, I don't know if I can talk about that, but Alan Gomez, but generally, like one of my best friends I've known since elementary school are well, they're not first generation. Well, he isn't first generation, but his father was a first generation immigrant from Mexico, and it's a very he was a very hard worker. And he's kind of living the American dream to a certain extent, in the sort of 1950s sense of working a crappy job for a long time and then eventually making a somewhat successful restaurant. If you're ever in Round Rock, I think it's called Burroughs. It's actually popular with senior citizens, which is quite weird, but I like that restaurant because they give me free food because my friend is the owner's son. So, uh, why are the stars aligning and why are underground Linux tech YouTubers assembling systematic edits? I don't know. Oh, supporting a monolithic corporation like Amazon? I do not support Amazon, but that's not because they're, I guess, a monolithic corporation. It's because they own a vertical monopoly. And if you don't know what a vertical monopoly is, it's a horizontal monopoly is when you own everything in one stage of the industry. Let's say I owned all the oil distilleries, and that I would have a horizontal monopoly. But Amazon, what they do is they own cloud services for hosting, they own advertising streams, they own one of the better distribution networks, and they own a website for selling stuff. Pretty much like they own the entire supply chain if you want to be a small time seller. So they own which essentially forms a vertical monopoly because they have the ability to grant, extra, I guess, lower margins between steps in the industry because of that vertical monopoly. I don't know if I'm explaining this well. Sorry, I'm trying to do it really quickly so I can go back to reading comments. But yeah, I don't support Amazon because of that monopoly situation. I actually try to avoid them. The only reason I suggested it for Pomona flash clips earlier is because I've gotten broken ones on eBay from sellers in other countries, and then they're just a pain to return. Do you know Renoa in real life? Well, I watch Renoa's channel, but no, I do not know Renoa. Super genius. My favorite food, Mario Ivan, is sushi. I like sushi. Um, have you ever tried MX Linux? Ominous Ozone says. I have not. Uh, sorry. Uh, Jeremy Noonan. Do you want to know why our grandfathers were a million times tougher than us today? Yeah, go for it. Um. Oh, it's Noonan. Sorry, I like saying Noonan. It's more fun to say. Um. Other channels like yours or Luke's, us as the Jimmy Caesar. Let me think here. Hmm. Hmm. I honestly don't know. I mean, like, I know St. Luke has some people on his recommended list, and there's that one guy that does Emacs tutorials. I can't remember his name. It's like has uncle in it. Any of you know that person? You can paste it in the chat. Um, I don't. I use Vim though, so I don't really watch that. Oh, Uncle Ted. Thank you, Carol D. Kopecki. Seenshaw, that Temple OS has only one backdoor straight to God. Uh, that's kind of funny. Kind of hope Terry's still around, but oh, Uncle Dave. I guess I wasn't Uncle Ted. Uh, oh my God, people are just listing out random uncles now. Oh, thank you, Netic, for liking my channel. Uh, Carol D. Kopecki says nice. I don't know who Pro Jared is. Mimetic edits. Uh, Future Zeno asks, "What's my favorite candy?" I like. It's hard to think about. Well, I like white chocolate a lot. I also like Reese's cups. Um, well, have a good one, Alan Gomez. Hmm. You are an abomination, says Dagestan Warlord. Okay. Here, I'll give myself cancer, so. Damn it. I have to quit smoking soon, but. I guess. Are you a computer keyboard? Because you're my type. Hey, it's kind of funny. Sorry to ask again, but what is your current distro and why? Well, I use Debian. I use like a net installation ISO, or actually at this point I just use dbootstrap. So and I pretty much just do Debian, i3WM, network manager, um, an eSig occasionally. um, where is it? Oh my god. Oh, actually muted the microphone. Oh wait, can you guys hear me? Do you want to learn the oh, do you want to learn the deadliest martial art known to man? Someone says. Okay, cool. You guys can hear me. Um um well, actually normally it's nicotine salt, but I'm actually planning on stopping, so I'm gonna might take estriadol or something. And but can you leave reboot? How do you leave reboot an e-cig? Well, actually, most of the time they're like analog devices, pretty much. So it's just like a flashlight. I actually made one in high school out of that used double A's. So I couldn't buy normal e-cig parts. Um, you must be a DMG because well, first off, to get the joke, I don't know what a DMG is. So I can't get your innuendo if I don't know what a DMG is. I mean, maybe NetBSD. But where did it go? I've been talking for like oh, well, I found a pair of scissors. Um hmm. Well, maybe not being able to find it's the key to quitting smoking. Ugh. Hmm. Oh, weird. Okay, well then I guess I get your joke. Come to Berkeley during the summer? I mean, if I had the money. Hmm. Where could it be? You guys want to see my messy house? It is one horrible mess. Like, absolutely awful tier. I guess I will give up my search. Hey, what's wrong with CRTs? I like CRTs, except for the fact that I can't pick it up. But, that's. Uh, hey, man. Like, there's everything around my house. It's not really food, so it doesn't smell bad. So it's just electronic scrap. I mean, I'm sure it's not really. I mean, it's probably hygienic, maybe, but it's definitely. I mean, might not be hygienic, but it's definitely carcinogenic. Ah, uh, thanks. I normally add more conditioner than this, but oh, you would? Well, actually, my room's kind of in a state of disrepair, but it's over there. Um, anti-frizz. Oh, normally I use leave-in conditioner. Oh, what's my favorite laptop? Honestly, the X60 probably. It's getting a little bit too slow for modern usage, but I use like an X200S. But hmm. Okay, Carol D. Capesti. It's a rebranded Trinitron that came with the Ultra 80. It supports 2048 by 1536 at 60 hertz, but my graphics card doesn't really work because NVIDIA drivers, so it won't actually output that resolution over VGA. So no modern laptop. I mean, I have an X220. That's pretty modern. I don't use it. I use my X. I edited my last two videos on a X200S with a low voltage Core 2 Duo. What do I need a modern laptop for? Like, no, I look like a samurai if I pull my hair back. If I do like this, I end up looking like well, I mean, I don't know. Uh, do I code something? If so, what languages is no name, no name? Well, I program C++ normally. I just took a C class and I take well, thanks Memetic edits. I can program Python. I can program C sharp. I can kind of like I guess BS my way around Java. Scene Shaw, I'm not gonna do that because I care about headphone users. Um, no, I don't think that'd work. Check mail for Luke. Okay, I will. I'll check mail. He hasn't responded. Should I go check his Mumble server thing? I ended up giving him his $10 to go on his Mumble server. I could check it. Where is my X200 though? Oh, there it is, under the violin. Notice the dish sponge. I got that violin at a pawn shop for um $40. What is my Scene Singer says, what concentration are you getting your degree in? Like I said, I'm doing management information systems, which is kind of a horrible degree to choose. But I originally wanted to do business because I was being lazy and I wanted to start my own company. But MIS is essentially like a 2 year degree in business plus a bunch of database and C sharp bullshit. And I do cybersecurity as a minor. If you can use your hair as. I've never used my hair as floss before. Ponytails are great, by the way. You should definitely try to make one. Have you ever heard? I mean, I could do like pigtails. This I don't know. Be weird. Programming ponytails. Hmm. Let me check something really quick. Hmm. No, I'm not forsaken squishes. I did buy an anti-androgen though online, so yeah, I'm about to quit smoking. But turning on botnet to spam Luke's mumble. I mean, look, I'll go on Luke's mumble right now. I'm not gonna spam it. He has a password. I doubt there's like enough people on here that are patrons to spam Luke's mumble. I could be wrong. There's 350 people. Oh my god. I can't. I have to use my desktop. Oh, Luke connected and disconnected. Damn it. I could have. Oh my god. At 2 o'clock. I should have. Oh no. You know what? I'm gonna leave the mumble window open. Here, I'll like. Um. Anyway, show programming. No, I mean, I'm not wearing programming socks. I'm wearing jeans. Moan passionately into the microphone, please, says Kawato. I'm good. Sorry, Kawato. Uh, Mario Ivan, I have a security question. Do Reddit mods have access to IP addresses? No clue. I've never been a Reddit moderator. I would imagine not, though. Um, Vampire Sasuke says cute. Chicken swishes. Give me trap code or give me death. Oh no. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. You might just have to pull up the shotgun and just be like, my name is Kurt Cobain. You know? Um, oh, it's the 90s. You can make a joke about that now. Uh, Our relationships bloat. No, not really. I like relationships. Mumble is a protocol. What? It's a hmm. Did not know that. I don't know if that's true or not. Should probably double check that. Uh, no. Um, I don't know. I have not tried the Ether P2P app. Is there a good rock and roll band? Well, I'm sure there's a good rock and roll band. I mean, your personal. Oh yeah, Black Flag, but I don't know if it's rock and roll. It's more like punk rock. I like Black Flag, except their last album's terrible. But Henry Rollins is gone, so what do you expect? Okay. I'm just gonna point out that you can't cuddle Unix unless RMS was in your bed. First off, like RMS, it's called GNU, as in GNU's not Unix. Like he literally was trying to avoid Unix because there was like proprietary at the time, I guess. So like Free Software Foundation versus like Unix's like Solaris and things like that. They're not the same just because like Linux is Unix like and GNU slash Linux. Sorry. Uh, what? Oh, drinking black coffee, stare at the wall. I don't know. I'm drinking Game Fuel. Wasn't that song about like heroin or something? I don't know. Uh, I bought this as a meme. Game Fuel. Thanks Mario Ivan. I hope you have a good day. And 2019. Hmm. Um. Well, Sean Shaw, I would state that a lot of programmers are atheists. Just because my friends in comp sci are non-religious most of the time. But what I will say though is, you know, they're not necessarily all kind of like. For example, one of my best friends is a comp sci major, and he's actually pretty conservative. He does not have a faith. Mm. Carl D. Kopecky. No, I don't think I'll drink more once I stop smoking. Um. Oh, sorry. I laughed at a mimetic edits comment. You don't? No, I bet Super Tux Cart will run on a ThinkPad iGPU. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't like PHP either, Kawato. Unless like app is an application I discovered recently. Um, not quite sure. Uh, kind of stick to using the same software over and over again. So nice. Mimetic edits. Uh, sorry, Netic. But honestly, I don't really know if I started using any new applications. I mean, I've been getting on Mumble more, but I knew what Mumble was beforehand, and it isn't really due to Luke Smith's Mumble. I mean, I also go on like the Wayne Chan Mumble and a few other things. Any struggle. My question is, are you gay? And Abuana says, why are you gay? Who says Trip is gay? Why are you guys concerned about like? I mean, I don't. Are you gay? Uh, Vinny struggle? You know, traps aren't gay, right? Um, dud. Oh my god. I'm just gonna let this I guess continue or go on. I'm not quite sure. Uh, yeah, I'm gripping that microphone. Even though I did mention this microphone is very phallic shaped, like it's not that like it's something. I mean, it seems to be working out fine. But I do plan on returning it and buying one that has a proper stand. But it is a little bit phallic shaped. Like, if you can just imagine this. and the look of the thing doesn't really help. I can imagine this being sold as some weird Chinese sex toy on AliExpress or something. So, yeah, I don't know. Hmm. Uh, I do use smartphones. I did try using a flip phone for a while. I'm planning on replacing my smartphone usage with a WLAN equipped ThinkPad eventually, but that's for the future. I probably do need a haircut at some point, or at least a trim or something. 'Cause my hair is getting frizzy. Oh yeah, it is a violin. Hang on. I'm a horrible violinist, by the way. Yeah, I bought it as a joke because I meant to be like, I mean, I don't think you can tip me. I mean, I like money, but I don't know. I would probably spend it on a. If I got someone gave me $5 right now, I'd probably buy the X200S cover. Please make a video about it, WLAN, especially if you use a different method than it. You know, I will make a video at WLAN on the X200S because I have the 1440 by 900 panel, which actually doesn't have WLAN antennas in the screen, so you actually have to mount them. I've seen it done before, but it's a little bit more complicated. Um, like I said, I'm not a very good violinist. Uh, I don't know who Vinny Struggles You Are Dumb comment was directed to, but I don't know. I'm definitely not a good violinist. Vinny. Like, thoughts about the X250? Well, I don't actually pay attention that much to newer ThinkPads. Um, it's partly because I like the cheapness of the older ones, and the newer ones you can't really do core boot or Libre boot or anything like that. And if I were to get something like an X250, I couldn't really hack it up because they're kind of expensive, I imagine. Uh, Probably a T530, which is parts. I bought it because it was like $10, but it's missing a lot of things. That is the newest ThinkPad I own, the Magic Toaster. Um, have you ever measured your testosterone levels? No, I have not. Um, you is a poof. What the hell is poofda einit? I, I'm sorry. I don't know what that means though. Uh, Google wants us to have privacy. Okay. Let me just scroll down to actual comments. I need to get something else. I need more processing power and use. Well, Emeraldy, what are you using right now? You can get like a T420 with like a quad core Ivy bridge, and that's pretty decent. The usable screen part, maybe get you could also do that with like the T520 or T530, and I don't know. You can put like a 1920 by 1080 panel on the T520 or T530. Um, oh, because that isn't the real classic keyboard. Like the X220 keyboard, I like nicer than the X230, but durability of it isn't quite the same as on the slightly older ThinkPads. So like in comparison, like a X200 keyboard will actually last a little bit longer because I've never had one that was coming apart. Maybe I just got unlucky with my X220 keyboards, but I've had them where they start to get finicky with certain keys. But yeah, I mean, the older keyboards are a little bit nicer. I don't like the chiclets, but I would just go for an X200 or X201 keyboard or something over the uh, X220. Hmm. Freenode VC room now. Well, not at the moment. I could make one probably. My favorite anime. I want. Someone suggested a long time ago to watch Haname Renmei. It was pretty good. I wouldn't call it my favorite though. Um, Purism Librum 13 to replace their X220. Hmm. I do not have the money nor the need. I think my newest hardware is from like 2013, so maybe 2012, unless you count like parts. So I have some SSDs that are newer and stuff like that. Mm. Yeah, I have seen Serial Experiments Lane. It's pretty good. I was actually thinking about making a Serial Experiments Lane poster with my leftover printing credit, but I'd have to make some interesting distortion stuff for it. Um, yeah, hmm. I do game dev and art, and the X220 is a tad too slow. Kind of sucks. I mean, not that you do game dev and art, but just that the X220 is kind of slow. Um, a big boy sip. I mean, I thought I just had one here. Are you happy, Carl D. Kapesky? Hmm. Oh, oh yeah, I should do that. I'll probably make that into a video. But my next video is actually going to be on this. I'm not. Okay. This thing. Okay. Thanks, Dramatic Edits. Oh yeah, this is my MMX chan, but upgraded to have RAID. I used a cutting board to mount the hard drives, but I accidentally broke the plastic for the kind of modified power supply because MMX Chan's original power supply died, so I replaced it with some random compact Chinese one and soldered in